Yeah, so it's their first game actually, so they haven't played any other. So we can, yeah, just jump right into that series head on. Just need, oh, there's my codecaster. I was just gonna say, just
Yeah.
need to wait for my codecaster to come back, but there you are. So
So
yeah,
which one we jump into?
we're gonna see Starflark against Archie. They
Oh,
started their series about half an hour ago. They're still in their first game that's been going on for. They took a little bit of a break because of longer series going on. But they're gonna, yeah, they're playing their first game right now, which is Order of the Dragon against English on Holy Island. I mean, that's cool.
both have their water opportunities. Order of the Dragon with
Mm,
the chapel, English with the cheaper ships, and Admiralty. Admiralty is kind of expensive, so
no.
uh, yeah, you need a bit time to reach that point. But once you reach it, it's a pretty strong upgrade for the English
Yeah.
civilization here.
Yeah, absolutely. And so yeah, no surprise there. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit so we can catch up to them in real time. But yeah, Archie is opening with on water. Starflark is opening on water, so there's no surprise there at all. And there's nothing too crazy. So like, there's no like with the Rus earlier, for example, we saw that they wanna use their wood for other things first, and so going on water is not really the first move that you do. With English and Order of the Dragon, they don't really need to use their wood early on, except for if you open with farms in English, for example. But other than that, you don't need to spend your wood, so you can, yeah, going on water is a no-brainer for these civs. And yeah, to your earlier point, I mean, we have some cool, unique text as well here for Order of the Dragon, the fire stations that they generate 1 health every 2 seconds when out of combat. So it's kind of like chivalry, but for ships.
Mm.
And Admiralty, as you said, it's quite expensive, but it does increase the range of ships by 1, and that is really, really strong. I mean, you can kite a lot easier, and your opponent has to commit really hard into it. If not, it's just gonna be super painful. And so Admiralty, a really strong naval tech. I would rank it like among one of the strongest, I would say.
Which one is stronger in feudal? There's none, right?
I mean, okay, depending on the situation, I would say the piracy tech from the Mongols is really strong too. If you can burn a lot of ships,
True.
that can
True,
it's just
yes.
a cool eco bonus.
Yeah.
So you can just skyrocket your economy. But in terms of military, uh, I don't know. Maybe there's not even any stronger one. I mean, overall, if you go like late imp, then you have Juicy's Legacy being really strong on water as well. But yeah, for feudal age, maybe Admiralty takes the cake. I don't know.
However, we do see a tower next to the gold because it's what a disgusting gold
Oh my
does
goodness.
stuff like you have.
Oh my.
I mean, they have both the same gold. Okay, I was distracted by the landmark on Archie side. So, but King is arriving at OTD's gold. Get some arrow hits. Also, not archer
Yeah, the arrow slits.
oh my god. Yeah, thanks. Arrow slits is upgraded in the tower. We do see a stale by OTD. So, I mean, those horsemen, they are pretty dangerous for Archie, not only to contest the king, but also to contest the wood line. So, rough one. We do see some fights on water. I would say the distraction value is even, but the fight looks like Archie had a kind of an advantage here on water, or one water for him. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of even.
It is pretty even, yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell. Also, I mean, especially on water, it feels like you don't pay attention for like 1 second, and then a demo ship hits you and the game is over. So it can turn extremely fast right now. Demo ship not being able to connect here. This one is going to connect, yeah, at least with one, but not able to kill it. So Starflark can just move it away and heal it back up again, back at home. An army value for Starflark really moving ahead right now. More than or almost double now.
But there are some demo ship hits, so army value is closed the gap quite a bit, but pretty rough contesting here on everything. On land with king and horseman, on water with the ship. So
yeah, I mean it's pretty much what you would expect from Conqueror 3 players, right? I mean, being active on multiple fronts, that is not your average platinum game, let me tell you, right? I mean, like, honestly, like, I've seen games on Holy Island where people don't even go in water. They're like, nah, F this stuff, I don't want to do it, let's not, and then neither player goes in water, and it's like, okay, I guess, you just ignore, like, 1/3 of the map, I guess, that's cool. But yeah, this is not a game like that, so both players, like, multiple fronts, active on raiding on land, attacking on water here, more ships coming out. In terms of fishing boats, Archie is behind, but, well, I mean, at the same time, he's also kind of falling behind on water as well, right? I mean, he only has 2 hulks left, three more in queue.
he will fall behind because he does not have any gold access right now.
Yeah. Also,
because yeah, sorry.
No, he also only he has 3 docks, and Starflark has 4 already, and so that also, of course, makes a big difference there. And Starflark kind of looking like he wants to macro to Castle Age even. And yeah, with the gold cut off, that's brutal. That is rough.
The horseman paid off. The horseman. And Archie went for the Admiralty, maybe a little bit too early. Because of this, maybe, I don't know when he did, but it did not pay off.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, it's with text like that, it's always the struggle to find the right moment when it would pay off. It's the same with like chivalry for French, for example. Maybe like imported armor for Sofa would be another example where it's like, do you do that investment when you have only 2 units? You probably don't, but if you have 5 or 6, 7, 10, whatever, then it starts to become interesting. And so I think Archie also lost a lot of ships when he was getting Admiralty, and maybe even because he went Admiralty, and so then it looked like it would pay off, but then it didn't when it actually came in, and so yeah, losing water pretty hard here, and also kind of not really doing too well on land. Now moving back on gold at least. But rough first game here for Archie. Well played here by Starflark. And yeah, resource-wise, I mean, with the Archie, like you have the superiority on water. You also have the Archie, which also like buffed his whole wood line, so his whole wood eco is completely busted. And yeah, it's English doesn't really have the eco to match that early on. I mean, maybe if you go to TC, but that also delays you in other regards, so that's probably not really worth it. Rough, yeah. But GG, and let's see what is next. Let's update the score here. Ooh, that's a cool one. What map are they playing? Okay. I don't see the
We have
map, but it's gonna be French against Japanese.
oh, that's a interesting one. So Japanese overall is a pretty strong civ.
Mm.
Some people might say the best civ, at least in the last season.
Yeah, it's one of the best, I would say.
But French is dangerous. There's a thing when you go you have to when you go naked fast castle, you might die. I'm pretty sure you die because of the number of knights which dive you gold.
Yeah.
Then we have this. It's Hidden Dale now, or is it?
Yeah, it's no. I just put in Dry Arabia as some kind of proxy map, but it's actually Hill and Dale. So
okay.
yeah.
Well, that's But
I mean,
because Hill and Dale is kind of easy to protect for French, right?
yeah.
So and the fast castle thing by Japan is kind of addicted to damage you can do with the mountain summarize with the timing. But when there are walls, what do you want to damage? What do you want to hit?
Yeah.
On the other side, if Japanese is going for Dark Age kind of feudal play, he can wall himself quite good, and can go castle without any pressure, maybe by French knight. So,
I mean,
then we have the market situation. Sorry, yeah.
No, please. Continue.
Then we have the market situation for French. Might be a nice opportunity for French, and French trade is ridiculous, especially if he can build up enough trade. Pretty sure we do not see Cock because Starflark wants to go immediately with his knight into Archie's base to delay the castle timing as much as possible. And we have the Dark Age opportunity by Archie as Japanese. So there are so many things here which can happen. You can choose as a player one of those twos. It's very, very, very nice because of all the many options.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I did, to your earlier point about going fast castle and you just die. I did see a game a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, in another Warchief Club, maybe even, where I think it was on high view and Japanese against French, and it was like Dark Age aggression into fast castle. So you just go for a couple spearmen, you force a reaction from your opponent, and they invested, into tower, archers, things like that, and then you just pull back. In the meantime, you go for a fast castle, and it actually did work because the timing was so clean that by the time you claw your way back to destroying the tower and getting back your gold, and having some kind of army on the map with a couple of knights. By that time, your opponent is already castle age, dropped a couple stables, Yorishiro into one of the stables, and then just overran with a couple of mounted samurai. So it can work if it's done correctly. I personally wouldn't try it because I know I would just die because I'm way too greedy. So, but we'll see. We'll see. We can move into the game here. They just started with a couple of observer delay, minutes of observer delay. Just pause here for a second, and we're gonna switch the UI as well. So Starflark is gonna start on the left side, immediately moving on the deer. I just love it, and yeah, Archie playing the Japanese, immediately opening with the barracks. One thing to note, since this is EGC Hill. Is it EGC Hilldale? I thought they did, right? Pretty sure it's EGC Hilldale. Because the gold is different, right? I mean, it's like distributed. Like you only have the ones like relatively small gold here, and then you have to be out way in the middle of the map to get any more gold. So
you said the opener you like it. I do not like the opener by Starflark. Oh, I'm not sure if I like it because the D is out of TC range, the mill is out of TC range. The gold not fully kinda out of TC range.
no.
But depending on how strong Archie is committing into Dark Age, Starflark might lose mining camp and mill, and I'm not sure if you want to lose this stuff. On the other hand, he says some food. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that because you have to expect the Dark Age play by Japan, right?
Yeah, you kind of have to expect it. That is true.
And it's a 2-spear tower rush.
Yeah, this is pretty much the strategy that I was talking about. I mean, it wasn't high view, but it still kind of works out the same way. You don't really commit too heavily, like 2 spearmen are probably enough. Starflark did see that coming, I guess, because he's pretty heavily on gold. Yeah, just pulling away the low health villagers all the time. And yeah, I mean, the deer, like, yes, it is a very strong income, and it saves you food here. But yeah, of course, like you're totally right. You can burn down the mill, and then you have an issue, and it's just a lot of investment. Also, that tower is that's disgusting. It's also pretty much denying the deer as well. We haven't lost a villager yet. Oh, there you go.
And lost both spears, and that's the thing with the. I mean, two spears and a tower rush. This is not what you go for, I guess. Sure, he idled Starflark quite a bit and stuff like this. Yeah, okay, he got one villager kill. Villager kill might be worth it in this case, but how is he defending the tower? He is not defending the tower. He cannot defend the tower. He's idling the villager. Okay, he pulls did more idle time on Starflark, but I don't think it's worth it in this situation because this tower will not finish at all.
Yeah, I mean,
and if you go that last point, the danger is with going with only 2 spears. He decided to save some resources or whatever. Yeah, fine, but the danger going only with 2 spears is just what we saw here. Villagers can contest 2 spears. They fight them.
Yeah. Yeah, and he doesn't have the Tatara, however it's called, the upgrade, so you don't have the +1 damage for melee units.
Yeah.
Villager actually getting sniped here, really nicely done. And I mean, to the idle time point, we have one villager that has been idle for 4 minutes from Archie, and so from the get-go he is already idling his own villagers, and so having a little bit of idle time here cost isn't the worst for Starflark. And yeah, he was able to defend that just fine. Yeah, he loses gold momentarily, but he has enough for 1 night, which is exactly what he wanted to have, 1 night, and he can deal with that. And or just counterattack as well. We're gonna get an outpost here immediately because Archie doesn't want to have that happen, of course. Yeah, and then we also finally have the Kura storehouse. So if he's only going to build that with 1, that screams fast castle to me. But I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if he can make it work though, because this didn't go. Like, he didn't delay his opponent enough, I would say, to make it work, right? I mean, if Starflark can get back on gold within the next minute and then pump out a couple of knights already, I'm not sure if that's enough damage though. We'll see, we'll see.
Not if he stays on 3 spears. I mean, if he's going for some more spears, even if he goes for some more spears, Starflark will be back on gold and within the next 2 minutes. Because archery range gets dropped, villagers are on wood, so these spears won't block the gold long enough. At least they don't want to block the gold at all, because yeah, they just die to the archer who's coming out. It's only 3 spears. Knight is on the field, and we have only 1 tower with 10 villagers on gold, so... And the knight is coming in, spears missing the knight. Spears are withdrawing, so he decided to go back, at least because of the archer. Wall is getting dropped, but wall will not be finished in time, or will it? No. Villager is dying.
Well, this one too? Maybe? It's not gonna be enough. Barely not enough. Is it? Oh no, he cannot garrison in there. Ah, that is unlucky. So 2 nice catches here by Starflark. Catching 2 villagers here. Yeah, unfortunately for Archie there was not enough garrison space in here. And yeah, now you can just take horsemen because you don't have enough gold. That's fine. Some archers and... Yeah, we're still talking. By the way, we're still talking Dark Age Japanese. He pulled 2 more villagers rather, just briefly to get the core storehouse up a little bit faster, and he almost has enough gold as well for the Castle Age. So I guess he could pull them relatively soon if he wanted to, but I don't know. We'll see. Like it might again. Like I did see it work. It seems crazy, but it can work. It really depends on can Starflark do some good damage here, or not. Because with the wall and the tower and getting the arrow slits here as well, it might be difficult to find some damage here, and to prevent the fast castle from happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only two knights on the field. Yeah, I mean, looks like it's enough to delay the French guy. But those -3. Oh, what happened there? He misclicked. Damn it! Unlucky for him. Yeah. Another villager died here, so that's the thing. Naked is very dangerous and greedy, especially against the French.
Yeah. But I mean, like at the same time, like the whole strategy lives from the greediness. I mean, if you don't play greedily, you might as well commit to Feudal Age or to an even heavier Dark Age. So,
But you have you would have the opportunity to not commit into feudal, but play a smaller feudal, some kind of feudal with some horsemen and spears, even to protect something what is happening right now. Another villager died. -5, -6, another one died, and yeah, that's might be it, because even if you have enough, even if you aging up right now, you have not only the better villager production by French, but also the economy damage French already did. So, and French is preparing for a triple stable production right in the bag. So,
yeah, that's gonna be some nice production relatively soon. We do have the villagers as well. And the thing is also Archie like heavily over mining gold here. I mean, yeah, you do need the gold for the upgrades eventually, but that still is quite an over investment into gold, and yeah, it just delayed him. I mean, realistically he would love to be in Castle Age already, but he wasn't able to defend it as well as he would have loved to, and that just cost him too many villagers. And yeah, the delay is pretty heavy. And the thing is, as soon as he hits Castle Age, he's probably gonna lose access to the gold, because yeah, Starflark is just adding archers, adding knights, and as soon as the upgrade comes in, he can just attack. He also did get the siege tech, so he can go for rams if he wants to, if he has the wood for that. So yeah, just going for a good old feudal all-in, making sure that there's no more gold here, which 800 gold is already a lot. Not a villager kill. Villager going down, unfortunately.
The bigger issue Archie here had is there's no stable. I mean, yeah, okay.
Right.
He's castle. Now the stable is getting dropped, but the thing about the castle timing is to already have a knight on the field right now when the stable finishes to do some counter pressure whatsoever, and because of all these shenanigans with the pressure and stuff like this, he did not have enough wood for a stable, so his first knight is delayed, way delayed.
Yeah, I mean, he basically would have needed less villagers on gold and more on wood, and then he would have had 2 stables already. I mean, the good thing is with the Yoshiro you can still get some decent timing, because it only takes like 16 seconds for Mounted Samurai to come out. And that one Mounted Samurai is cleaning up these archers really, really quickly. So again, it still might work, because if you just have a handful of Mounted Samurai, you can easily deal with this here. And then you push back, and your opponent is just way behind. And even though we have a couple of stables, and also second archery range, we don't have the numbers really from Starflark, so it's just a matter of biding your time, and then with the stronger units you will come out on top. That's eventually.
Eventually.
I mean, we also have a lot of villagers idle, so there's that, I guess.
Right now, he might. No, he will not get the numbers you were talking about, because there is no gold access, no gold income. Another villager is dead, and yeah, Starflark is doing quite a good job, and delays or just is punishing Archie for this play as hard as he can, and it hurts quite a lot. And not only the fact he is doing that much of damage, another villager is close about to die, but also Starflark is fully walled. Just fully walled. What does Archie wants to do with his knights?
Yeah,
he won't find any damage at all.
That's a very good point. I mean, yeah, he's on the board here, but there's also going to be a tower, so there's not really any opportunity there. Starflark is even adding spearmen, so he's using the hidden French technique of building spearmen, which is which is a really smart move, by the way. Done not often enough in my books. And yeah, the thing is, if you can shut down the food eco here, like, yeah, of course you do have the passive, like, sort of passive income here that the Japanese get, but Archie really struggling right now with his food econ. If you look at 300 per minute, 300 something, and we're almost 1000 for Starflark. And slowly but surely, Starflark can even think about going Castle Age, and once he does that, he has 14 knights already, which is double what Archie has right now. So yeah, I mean,
and
we'll
those 16 knights, feudal knights, alone can quite easy handle with those mounted samurais, and now the Raven push is coming in, so This stable won't survive at all with 2 rams, some knights, archers, and stuff like this. And yeah, this is what happens if you go naked, castle, I'd say. Against a French guy, you just potentially die.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to say that it's also because he didn't defend as well as he could have. I mean, if you're losing 5 villagers in
That's
that
true.
process, and then you have 600 more gold than you originally would have needed, I think with a cleaner timing and then a stable already out there, maybe it's a different story. I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is I did see it work before. But I would also not try it because I would be way too scared that it would fail, and it can fail quite easily. And yeah, Starflark did exactly the right thing. Like a lot of people, I guess, would be kind of scared to push into a fast castle Japanese guy because like, oh no, like he's gonna have the stronger units, which is true, but you just have like more units, and then you kill them still. So not pulling back, not trying to hastily going up to Castle Age himself, just sticking to his plan, fuel all in, let's go. Really nicely done. Really well played. I mean by both, but especially of course by the real Starflark.
The real Starflark.
I mean,
Yes, I mean, I found myself quite a lot in positions like Archie did right now, and I feel like the issue is not the fact that or the main issue here is the fact that French has the full map control, can get boar steer camps and the boar without any pressure, and because of this, he can gain so much value with these knights or just pump knights out on the field. And you cannot catch up as Japanese, even though you have the stable. I think that's what I figured out myself in my games when I play it and feel uncomfortable against a French player because of the fact he is gathering food, the best food resources in the game, and gains a mass on the field. Don't know. Even if he is not going for archers and investing everything into knights, that's crazy how many knights he can put on the field. You cannot catch up with these castle timings without any feudal commitment, kinda.
Yeah.
Starflark is playing Ayyubids and Archie is playing Ottoman.
Yeah, we're hopping right into it. They should. Okay, 12 seconds of observer delay. I think we can take that. And yeah, so it is on Frisian Marshes. So I saw the civs and then I saw the map. I was like, yeah, I could have guessed the map. So Frisian Marshes, we've seen it a couple times today already. Let's go in there. So I also need to switch the players here. So, and then of course the score as well. Good stuff. Yeah, Starflark playing the Ayyubids. Also, yeah, of course, immediately going on wood, moving out with the villager. Let's just pause for a second here. So yeah, he's going out on water immediately. Archie is apparently opening with a military school. There you go, military school opener. I like it. And then moving into a dock, most likely, at least.
I would say Archie is going for a classical timing without a dock opening in Dark Age, because 2 villagers already on gold does not tell anything about the intention to go for a dock there in Dark Age.
True.
Not sure if this is a good decision. I mean, with the military school, he can commit or contest the dog play by real Starflark, and with the faster age up, and then he can go for some dogs as a follow-up. Might be worth it as well. So getting tech advantage. Meanwhile, the other one is greedy and trying to block the greedy before it pays off. But Ayyubids can build dogs cheaper. So
Yeah, both Ayyubids and Abbasids, they have the cheaper docks, and so it really is, again, the game is begging you to go on water. And both players, they have fully scouted what the opponent is doing. Starflark saw that there's the 50 stone taken, which 99% of the cases would mean the military school. He saw 2 villagers on stone, so he knows, okay, there's not gonna be any immediate dock building. He can guess the military school, so he knows that's coming. And on the other side, Archie did see both docks being constructed, so he knows exactly what is happening, he knows where to attack, and that is exactly where the spearman is also, well, it was moving at least, now he's moving back to... He might just try to deny gold then. We'll see.
I think yeah, it looks like he wants to, but I think the military school production is not enough to block the gold that much. I mean, he's distracting definitely this one spear. So Starflark has to micro quite a bit, maybe pull off a little bit more villager from wood or food to gather the gold he needs to, but it's definitely not enough to block the gold as he needs to, maybe.
Yeah. Well, and also,
So,
I mean, it's also that as long as you pull back the villagers and you don't lose them, Starflark is probably gonna open with the culture wing, and that means that yeah, he's gonna have the dervish to heal them up. Good catch here by Archie, getting the 1 villager kill. Shouldn't have happened realistically, but it is what it is. Starflark has enough gold now and can now decide on which wing to take once he hits the feudal age. Oops, sorry. And yeah, twin Madres on the other side, so no surprise there. Just having the really safe, good food option in the back of your base. There you have it, culture wing logistics. So in 2 minutes we're gonna have the dervishes, so all the villagers can be healed back up again, and now the spearmen are moving out to the docks.
So, what is the option? What are the options for Archie here to go for? He has idle village on the next to the TC of the woods, regular tree. Unfortunately, now he's moving them to the wood line. He does not pull off food or gold, so it might be... What is he doing now? Oh, he's pulling off food and is doing a transition into the wood line. Is he going for a dog play as a follow-up, or does he want to go for military production with the blacksmith and stuff like this to go feudal without a dog? That's the question right now. Meanwhile, real Starflark is going for a 3rd dog at the further ponds, further away ponds from his base. So these dogs might not be scouted pretty early, pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's just playing whack-a-mole, right, with all of these different options where a pond could be, and it's not that much of an investment for Starflark, as you pointed out earlier, with the dogs being cheaper, 75 wood only, and so you can actually drop them wherever you want, and it's just gonna take Archie forever, even with 3 spearmen now, to burn the dog down, and as soon as we hit the feudal age, we can just drop 1 archer ship here, and then the pond is safe. So we'll just have to invest into 1 Dao for every pond. and then we secure all of these resources, at least for the time being. And so...
But he has to invest those 150 food, 230 resources to do so. Meanwhile, all those spears are free without any costs at all. And decision is, or the answer is there. It's not a full feudal commitment without production. He drops a dock, his first dock, so he's going for a slow transition into those small ponds there, but also dropping a blacksmith stable and another barracks, and we will see some feudal fights pretty soon. Next pawn is getting attacked by those spears, and that is what we mentioned before. You have to invest into these DAOs, and those 230 resources you do not have for something else. So it's kind of easy, yes, but it's still an investment, and you do not have other military on the field.
Yeah.
And
yeah, no, that's
on the same
true.
and on the same time, you kind of want to protect your gold, or just go into the gold. You need the wood for a mining camp there and stuff like this. So Archie's pressure right now is dangerous for Starflark. Only 2 spears on the field, but already 4 Sipais on the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to see that. It feels like it's just a nuisance and it's not really doing anything. But as you pointed out, I mean, you have to invest quite a lot into securing the pond. I mean, yes, if you can secure it, there's 1,800 food per pond. So yeah, if you can secure it, that's really valuable. But at the same time, at some point you just overrun the docks with Sipahi, and then even one DAO doesn't do anything for you. And so yeah, for now you can just have one DAO, and then that will fight well against all the spearmen. But yeah, not if the Sipahi mass is coming, and then it's gonna be a whole different story, whole different game.
Unlucky unlucky for Archie. Starflark could build his tower. Meanwhile, Starflark, Archie was fighting and stuff like this. Imams are kind of in danger, I would say. Imams getting pulled back. Archer is getting sniped. 2 Sipahis died. Also, all the spears are dead. So destruction value is better for Starflark, but it's not like a hard domination, even though it's 200 resources.
Yes, it's not massively. I mean, it's nice for the other game, but it's not game deciding for now. But it's kind of funny, like both players having religious units to heal the units back up again. Really cool to see that.
But what I was intended to say is unlucky for Archie. He could not stop the tower on the gold, even though he had Sipais next to the gold, close to the gold. Meanwhile, the tower was not fully built. So yeah, 3 pawns, 4th pawn is getting grabbed by Archie, but also Starflark is getting some pawns in the north. And meanwhile, we were watching these fights in the middle. It's a couple minutes ago. Archie picked up 1 more villager, so 2 echo kills by Archie right now. But 8 fishing ships to 13 fishing ships. So Echo count still bad for Archie according to Starflark.
Yeah, so Starflark also adding more stables, so probably gonna prepare to... I mean, at some point he eventually will prepare for the Castle Age. He's going a little bit more heavy on gold at the moment. And has the majority of the pawns as well. So that is something that he is looking forward to secure that. Still has a lot of sheep in his base as well. So in terms of food, I would say Starflark should be set for the majority of the game. So that probably isn't his worry right now, and it's getting closer and closer to Castle Age. Archie also kind of, but not really. So I'm not sure if he wants to go for a reasonable Castle Age timing. He also has one of the Vizier points still open, so he could go for another military school if he wanted to. Has 2 already, so could go for a 3rd. And these villagers, they do not, no, they don't like peaceful coexistence.
I don't understand why is Starflark or Archie 17 villagers behind? Wait, does the fishing ships by Ottoman not count into echo units?
No, they should. I don't see why not.
54, 6, 7. Oh no, they do not, I guess. Because otherwise it makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean they don't count in the villager numbers here, I guess, but anyway, I don't like to do math on stream. It tends to fail.
No, it doesn't make no sense at all. So fishing ships by Ottoman does not count into the echo graph. So it's 44 plus 12 in this situation. Ooh, big demo hit right there. Oh, am I a little bit too fast? Maybe I'm a little bit too fast.
No, we're good. It's like 13:30
okay.
right now. Yeah, we're all good. We're in the same game,
so,
luckily.
Yeah, that's a big damage here for Starflark. He did on Archie, and pretty unlucky for Archie. It's mostly his, it's most of his army, and this was the military part who was contesting the docks quite good. One there is already destroyed. Maybe Starflark is losing this one as well, but is he going for a dive right now when Castle is hit? He's not.
I mean, we see immediate Gulams being added to the queue here by Starflark, so just to have some units that Archie doesn't really have a good way of countering right now. Archie doesn't really want to dive right now because he's also going up to Castle Age. If he had committed to like a full feudal age army, I'm pretty sure he would have dove in the base by now. But since he's also going Castle, he might as well just stick it out for just another minute, get the upgrades, and then he should be able to, let's see, army value. I mean, his army value is quite ahead, so yeah, if he gets the upgrades, should be looking fine for him. Mehmed Imperial Armory on the mangonels, of course. He does have 3 military schools right now. This one doesn't have a rally point set yet, but yeah.
I mean, we all know free siege Ottoman is kind of disgusting, can damage quite a bit, and is pretty dangerous. But yeah, those men-at-arms might be a good transition. But also, they are Sipais, and Sipais are just strong. They are not only horsemen. They are pretty special horsemen. We do have 8 Yanicharis on the field, so Starflark does not have a real opportunity to go for something else, or to go for Mass Lancers or something like this. And this is a pretty rough fight here for Starflark, I would say. So Archie might be in a good spot here because his army combination is definitely not the worst. There are archers, there are Yanicharis, there are Mechtas, there are spears, so there's pretty pretty good fight here. He lost one Mechter already, but the other one is still in the game.
Yeah, I mean, also the thing is that Starflark only had the Field Age Spearmen, and so they didn't really do too well against all of these archers and the Sipahi. And yeah, as to your point with the Janissaries, they just melt the Camel Lancers, and yeah, it's just now Starflark is kind of pushing Archie back a little bit because of the defender's advantage, so has a sizable amount of archers, and Archie doesn't want to commit too much into that. But mind you, we also don't have the siege yet from Archie. There we have the first Mangonel on the field, and that will shift the fight again a little bit, because yeah, if your Mangonel's on the field, you don't want to have the Archer Ball sitting there in one spot, being vulnerable.
Yeah, and we fought without the Imams because the Imams collected 2 relics, so the worst case scenario is prevented, that Starflark can grab all 5 relics with his early dervisher from the Age of Feudal. But we do see also Mangonel or Mangenike by Starflark here on the field. So, I mean, he has to pay for it, sure, but there's one.
There's one, yeah, absolutely.
Next villager dead by Starflark.
Yeah, trying to build that tower, but that obviously doesn't work. Mangenik firing away on the archers. They're using a spread formation. Starflark currently is having them all together in one spot, but Mangonel just now shot at them, and that's been some good damage. The Gulam as a frontline really working out quite well here, because there's, beside the Janissaries, no real counter. And now, yeah, Camel Lancer on top of the Mangonel. Should be able, oh, never mind, almost able to kill the Mangonel. And yeah, just archers finishing the job. What a beautiful animation here with the fire projectiles of the Mangenik.
Destruction value is kinda even over time, so sure, Starflark destroyed more, but the gap in between those 2 players is keeping on the same level, around 500 to 1k, something like this. And I think this is something you don't want to have, like as fighting Ottoman. I think this is the same spot, like having less or the same amount of villagers. You are behind fighting Ottoman when in situations like this. Now the Starflark is losing again villagers, and Archie is in a good spot here. Is pressuring Starflark pretty big, and army count is looking very healthy for Archie, not like the games before. But he has to be a bit careful, because I don't see... Oh, he's... Yeah, 4 Yanichars in queue. Not so many at the front, just 1 and only 4 spears. But there are 5 lancers, 6 lancers, so Archie... He should not commit too fast. He has to be careful. In this situation, because of his reinforcement is far in the back, and he does not have too many to protect himself against the lancers in his main army front. So be careful, there is a thing he should do. And 1 or 2, unfortunately, Starflark can gather gold with 21 villagers there.
Yeah, I mean, Archie did a good job there denying the gold in the base, but yeah, of course there's more gold on the map. Maybe maybe Archie is just overcommitting just a little bit, stepping under the town center. There's the Mangonel just now coming in, so the numbers dropping. Army value actually pretty equalized now. Compared to just a minute ago when Archie was way ahead, so maybe just overcommitting here just a little bit. And if you're losing your army a little bit too carelessly, the game just might be over, even though you You kind of had it in the back at some point, but then, yeah, you're just throwing it. So needs to be careful here to not let that happen. I think it did some good eco damage for sure, and just prevented Starflark from freely doing most of what he wanted to do. But now he needs to be careful, just make sure that he just sets up the forward base here a little bit better, making sure that he messed up siege a little bit more. Some kind of front line would also be nice. He had some lancers earlier, so that might be an option, moving into the lancers. I mean, mainly producing Mechta right now from the military schools, actually.
I do wonder why he was so hard committing into under the TC. So what was his gaming or his thought processes there? Because as long as he would block stuff like from gold income, what he does not do right now, there's no need to dive that hard into the TC. Was it because he was scared of siege blobs? Because Ayyubids siege game could be very disgusting, like the Ottomans does, but a bit more because of those Manjaniques. Other than that, I cannot see what why he feels so pressured to dive the TC that strong. And now there. Another big fight, Manjaniques shooting in the back line with the fire abilities, but Lancers coming through. There's no front line against the Lancers, and this is what happened before. Gianni Char already front line, and Starflark is now defending his base, cleaning up this full army here in front of his base, and that might be a game change right now. We have close to 3k gold in the bank by Archie. It's quite a bit. He's over chopping gold quite a bit, and does not have any transition for food or stuff like this. Is going for another gold there in the front, next to the big gold in the northeast or in the north of the map. So yeah, sadly, he could not keep his spot, his advantage he took early on.
Yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate, and Starflark, not only did he defend his base, he's also moving into the second town center, so he's just, increasing his eco power just a little bit more, and he's basically has enough resources to go into Imperial Age, so we could see some Imp Age coming up very, very soon. His army value is almost double that of Archie right now. We do have Eco Wing Industry coming up, so we're gonna have quite a lot of resources coming in. Let's check that out. Yeah, so 2000 wood, 1000 stone. That is a keep, and yeah, like 15 production buildings, so that is quite nice.
Yeah, but also Starflark will get some food issues, I guess. I mean, Starflark has, well, he does not. He's about to get 2k wood. This are a lot of farms, like 30. And then his farm transition is finished, close to. Meanwhile, Archie, he also does not have any farm on the field, losing a lot of villager here in the north of the map, and Deer is about to run out, so food situation is not pretty good for both of them. Less good for Archie than for Starflark.
Yeah, that was quite a brutal raid here. Archie not really realizing that, and yeah, more villagers now they're in the run, but I don't know. I'm not sure if they will actually make it out alive. Also getting shot at by the Dow. That is quite unfortunate. They're still 2 sheep, by the way. So yeah, all of these villagers are getting slaughtered down. 23 villager kills so far here. And Archie has had enough. He might be able to, I don't know, can he make it work? There's a lot of Manjanique in the back, so I'm not sure if he will actually be able to contest that situation. He has a couple of raids here as the Imperial Age coming in. But with the Manjanique Siege, look at that damage. Oh my goodness, just deleting the units in the back. That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well played. Really good aggression by Archie. I think at this one point he overstepped a little bit. And then he lost too much and wasn't able to really come back into it. Also, I think he had way too much gold at the end. So he basically died in a golden coffin. Unfortunately. Well, I mean, it's true. It has like 4,000 gold. What is it gonna do with that?
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, like this one situation in the military count, we'll check that real quickly. One big dip there, and then wasn't able to mess up again. And then the opponent is imp. You try to make it work, and yeah, you can't make it work. So overall, 2 big bad fights here for Archie, and that basically sealed his fate. Before that, I think it was going mostly good.